Okay, so we're about to document for the last time today. Don't get too excited. It's not the last time forever. No, I know. And I told Lena I'll speak as much as you need me to. You needn't speak at all. We can just very quickly address a couple of things that I feel necessary to address with regard to my well known messages of love and peace and, well, my well known support of general love and peace universally. And there could be those who have watched some of our more gut wrenching videos, I would call them. Certainly for Lena and myself. And comments heard filtered here and there. Not anyone online. Lena has not heard any comments to this effect, but I have heard them. Uh, Remember, people, I can read your mind. I get unfiltered thoughts often when I'm not careful to put on my blocks. Literally, I must do that. You know how many and how often thoughts are bombarded, ricocheting all around that earthly plane with regard to the entity John Lennon? If I had to sit and listen to all of them, and if they all got through to me, I would talk about spontaneous I would burst into a million people. I wouldn't be a functional soul because that's just an unhealthy imbalance. But it's the way it is, down on the earth. Certain entities are put up on a pedestal and they are revered and they are concentrated on. So that's the luck of the draw. That's the way it went when we worked out the blueprint. It was something that I felt I could handle. I feel that I am still handling it, but I will not lie. It can be very taxing. And Lena gets the runoff now, and in some very unpleasant manners. And did you lose your train of thought? You were gonna say, okay, good, good. You were gonna say that some of the videos where were you like screaming and upset and talking about things like abortions and stuff like that, and like people could probably be watching them and saying, this can't be John Lennon. He would never be. He's all about peace and love, and now he's like an angel in heaven, even, and he wouldn't be with some chick on Earth, like talking about all this stupid crap going on in this girl's family somewhere in fucking, bumblefuck Queens, New York. Yes, that's exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly. She put it well. But the fact of the matter is that, yeah, that's exactly where I am. And what Lena's going through right now is a very intense healing mechanism is being put in place because the psychic attacks, Lena, you know, I don't have to tell you, you're going through something very difficult. And today, I really think today will probably be the worst of it. Culminated this evening. She's been having seizures. hmm She thought she needed to go to the hospital earlier. I didn't really. I believe you did think you needed to get to a hospital, Lena. Well, it occurred to me that maybe I should, but then I was like, no, that's probably, if I'm gonna fucking die, let me just do it right here in bed, like on the foot of this bed, literally where Harmon died. I'll do it right here. He seemed to make out okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really, I think about hospitals and the bright lights and the the, the cots wheeling by and all the voices, and I'm there again, and it's like I don't think that, you know, I don't belong there either. Like whatever it is that I'm going through, I have to endure. Right. It's a dark night of the soul. Not really so unusual following the anniversary of my assassination last night. And we had a wonderful day yesterday. It went great. Everything was wonderful. Mother and father, yes, mother and father here, helping us through this. But, you know, with everything, there is a price. And you've been under psychic attack, uh, not only by your earthly families and Christopher's earthly families, almost constant. It hasn't let up for 10 years. 10 years of constant people talking about you, people sending bad wishes, evil wishes your way, hoping things happen to you, trying to make things happen to mess you up and hurt you. Uh, Not only people you knew and thought loved you as family, but absolute strangers wishing you death because of your twin flame mission with me. Now, think about all the obsessed fans that you see online, and they're not even all online. Think about the percentage of people who have attacked you over the years. It seems like a lot. Online trolls, Lenin freaks. Seems like a lot. It's nothing compared to who hasn't made themselves public and who do it in private. So, the good news here, if you want to know that there really is good news here, Lena. Yes, I would like to know that. What's the good news? You're going to get a good night's sleep, and you're going to be a new person in the morning. Today was another form of an exorcism. Festivus, yes, literally an airing of grievances by you, me, Christopher. It's no coincidence that your older brother, you almost said crazy. I did. I did almost say crazy, and I stopped myself because this is another instance of I get very angry at people who attack you and who upset you, but he's a cripple. And I'm not particularly proud of beating up on cripples. And these people put me in a position, people such as your brother and others, put me in a position to be a bully based upon their cripple status. They're nasty cripples, nasty spiritual cripples, damaged individuals in most cases who have been damaged by other nasty bully cripples. And it goes on and on and on. And what would that make me then? The worst nasty bully cripple of them all. if I perpetuated that type of behavior. And so it stops now. What's the answer, Lena? I want to know what you think the answer is. The only thing I can think of is to pray, because it feels so overwhelming. I just feel like shutting down. I think my brother was the last straw this week. Just really do. I've always kind of really felt terrible for him, and just thought, well, God, I don't know what that's like to be somebody like that. And then to have him be like that to me, yeah, he hid his disdain very well, or rather his nastiness toward you pretty well, didn't he? But not really. Remember, I hear everything. I see everything. All the little family functions. Don't get me wrong. I got better things to do than hang out at these people's dinner tables and eavesdrop on their conversations. But sometimes I'll just you got if out here it's different. You can just do a quick pop in and just when something I'll show. Yeah, John is showing me a map. Yeah, I'll show you that again. And it's like it looks like a map, like a relief map, but it's like in a dark area. And like whenever somebody talks shit about me or poses any kind of threat toward me or even has a nasty thought about me, like a little light will light up on that area of the world and he sees it and he'll fucking bop on over there and see what's being said. And he has shown me like like certainly sometimes are more crazy than others where I'm a topic, especially around in my old neighborhood. And the lights just start lighting up and it's kind of mind-boggling and you just really don't even want to think about it. And that, oh, all those lights are for people who wish bad things on me. And there could be an argument that, oh, I did something so bad to them, I made a video and mentioned them in some derogatory way. But again, you're shooting the messenger. We've said that a million times. You're all shooting the messenger. It is not my choice to do this. We are documenting because Mother and Father want me and John to document. And that's what this is. And if you kept your nose clean, you wouldn't be in these documents. You just wouldn't be. You'd be a non-issue. You're not that. None of you are that. None of you are important to me. No, you're not. Not even like the closest of old family members. You're not. None of you are worth my emotional expenditure. This is all document. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we do commentary with the document because we lived this stuff. So it's like, oh, sometimes you do, oh, God, remember when that guy did that? Or, oh, yeah, oh, geez, yeah. Oh, and yeah, so we'll say some shit. What? We can't? Like, why not? This is our document. This is our documentary. An ongoing documentary on this fucking twin flame mission, which is not, sorry, Mother and Father, it's all right. Yeah. I don't mean it in a bad way. This is an incredible mission. I can't imagine doing anything else with my life now that this is what's happening in my life. But let me tell you, it comes with some heavy duty fucking energy and vibration. And some days, like today, was the craziest yet. You know, once you're having seizures, all bets are off. But the seizures are being brought on by just like the remembered culmination of the remembered abuses and traumas that we have suffered with and for each other and for this mission. And everybody that was our family down here and is our biological families or married in-law families and stuff, you know, keep in mind, you're all bitching and moaning who's ever been called out in the past for being creepy, but we all created this blueprint on the other side together before we came down here. And every single one of you was supposed to be like a cool person. So something went wrong that all of you could not be cool people. I don't know. John keeps saying it's unprecedented, that there's a lot of fucked up families down here, but he's never seen such a witch hunt as the case with me between these families. That it's like insane. I don't know why that is. It'll freak me out if I try to figure it out, because I'll never really figure it out. But from what I understand, everybody failed on every level. There's so much perversion. There's so much fucking. It's just crazy. Perversion, narcissism, dysfunction, abuse, addiction. It's an aberration. That's what I get. You know, and John, help me out here. Well, he's just shaking his head. Yeah. Yeah. Mom and dad, we all shake our heads. Because that's the free will thing. That's what, the free will we've talked, it comes into play. Like, why did they do that? Why did God create people who did something like that? No, God gives the free will. And just like every motherfucker down there chose the wrong way to behave. Somehow they all knew they wanted you in their life initially. And then it all just went south. And Lena, all of them have managed to make you, try to make you believe that you're the bad seed, and therefore that's why all these bad things happen to you. Even Christopher said again today, not for the first time, he's said it many times in your relationship with him, no wonder your family hates you. No wonder people hate you. Lena. And that's the kind of fucking wackadoodle, misguided, evil thinking that has ruled both of those families and more, to try to throw it all back on you. It was done to me too, Lena. Believe me. It was done to me too. We have a mirror path. We have a mirror path. I just happen to be the celebrity in the flame mission. But our paths are alike. It's a helpless feeling because there are so many of them. But you never once waver. I won't let you. No, I know I'm a good person. I know I am. I know it because of my thoughts, and I know it because of my deeds. The things that I feel compelled to do. I I know I'm not a bad person. It it's very painful when people want to say some stuff like that to me. No wonder everyone hates you. It just seems like such a schoolyard bully thing to fucking say. But I don't know what Christopher's story is either. I remember him saying that to me when I was fighting with him about going to get another opinion for his cancer. They were kept misdiagnosing him, or the doctors weren't doing enough, and I wanted to be more aggressive, and I was really getting pushy. Like, Chris, we got to go somewhere. You got to try something else. This is not working out. None of the tests. He couldn't take any of the tests because nothing could get past his colon. He couldn't. It was a mess, and whatever. And he just screamed at me in the car. Everyone fucking hates you. Do you know that? Because of the way you are right now. This is why everyone hates you. And that was before John or anything. And he was telling me then, everyone hates me. Okay, thanks, husband, for telling me that. While I'm terrified that you're dying, because every day you look a little sicker to me. And these doctors don't seem to be doing anything, really, right? Not to mention my fucking pretty flawless intuition. You know, we psychics, we seers, we have really great intuition. A lot of the time for everyone but ourselves, we're more concerned with everything going on around us. And when something's wrong with us, we're always the last to know. So that's another thing I could say. Like, if someone could say, "Oh, couldn't you see that this was coming? That you were now look at you, you're a mess." And no, I really had blinders on when it came to myself. I told myself I didn't have broken arms and legs, and I was bopping around for I don't know how long with broken arms and legs. So no wonder I finally just fell down and finished the job for myself. Document. Document. That's what this is. I always feel like going next door and hanging out with the Contessa. I hear her, Contessa's talking loud again. It's Saturday night, right? Yeah. And she's telling people what's going on, man. She'll tell them. And I swear to God, I wouldn't drink with them, but I would bring over some non-alcoholic wine. I swear to God, I would sit at that fucking table and sit there all night if I was feeling better. Go make some new friends. Hang out and fucking jive ass talk with the fucking Contessa. Well, that day may not be far off. I'll tell you. I think that woman's going to be somebody important in your life. Well, somebody has to be because I got nobody down here now, John. I got nobody. There's nobody left. I know. I know. You know, I thought of before. I said, "Gee, I think I got to get out. I'm thinking of going, just bundling up, and just like dragging myself to the front porch and just get some air or something." And then I like almost fucking fell again. Yeah, tonight's not the night for that. Document. I love you. I love you too. Love you, Mom and Dad. I guess the song is out of the question. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do a song. You really don't. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me. Coming for to carry me home.